Hi friends, so this is my first official episode to Present Not Past podcast. If you haven't seen the intro, make sure to watch that. So as I said in the previous video, I want to talk about my self-care tips and just what I do when I'm like in a really bad state of mind. So that's what we're gonna do today. Today I think is like the perfect time to film one of these episodes. Right now it is currently sprinkling and it was raining yesterday, so I know gloomy days can be hard for people. Some of us depend on like the sunlight to just, I guess, make our days just better. Yeah, and it is April for people in school. It's getting to the time where you have like all your big tests and just gotta worry about grades and maintaining them. So I know it could also be stressful. So here are just some tips I have. I brought along some of my journals. These are just 3 of them. I have more, yeah, but I have like my main ones. This is my recent one. It was $5 from Five Below. So if you want a journal, you know where to go. So is this one. And this one just came in a little VIP box I got for going to a Big Timers concert. So yeah, I'm gonna just share with you guys how I use these to help myself and some entries just to like share what was going on in my mind and how things can eventually get better. I know at the time it sucks, and let it suck, I guess. That sounds wrong, but let it suck, you know. Don't bottle up your feelings. Don't push them down because it's not gonna help. Accept them and try to move on. Okay, so this green one is my oldest one, so let's go through that. Okay, the first entry on here is 4/11 and it's 4/13. I don't know if you can see the date, but that's crazy. This is like a year later. I tend to overthink a lot. Like, it's gotten better, but last year it was horrible. I had gotten a rash out of nowhere and nobody had heard of it because it was, I guess, rare. There's no reason for it. It just kind of happened. No explanation. Mid 2022, because I got it April. That was probably like the worst time of my life. I mean, already like the beginning of 2022, I was already overthinking a lot, but it just progressively got worse. So my first one is overthinking. I start to feel like I'm not doing enough. Like there's a finish line and I have to be the first one to finish, or I let everyone down. I see others my age have everything and their life together, and I want that. I feel like I have so much to fix without enough time. I gotta fix myself, and it's not a smooth ride. I've spent all my teen years wishing I was different and not going out, isolating myself, and I don't want to do that in my 20s. I have to drive past my classes, get a job, help my parents, etc. I feel so stressed and guilty. I don't think I do enough and I take shit for granted. It sucks seeing my parents living life to the fullest. So this one wasn't about the rash. Okay, we got a little bit deep there. First thing to cover is obviously I felt like I wasn't doing enough, and I compare myself because I feel like back then every single thing I did I compared myself, and I think I'm getting better at not doing that and just comparing myself to like the day before. Even though people say sometimes we have shitty days, it's not like good to compare yourself from the last day, but I still do that. Probably another bad habit. But recently, this is crazy because recently I rewatched Larry. If you don't know who that is, he's a YouTuber. One of my comfort videos is one of his videos called Sad. In a clip, he just talked about how when he was younger, he was often comparing himself to people his age and like that were very successful, like Dolan twins, Emma, yeah, and now he's like at their level and he's mutuals with them. The way he explained it is everyone has their own time. You shouldn't compare when someone became successful to where you're at. So I think that's important. Lots of people always also just say that successful doesn't mean like having money, blah blah blah. It means that you're just happy and content in life. Even though I'm not like where I want to be and I haven't met my goals, it's not a horrible thing. Just live in the present, enjoy the journey. And then I think I've talked about how I want to just live life to the fullest and not create boundaries anymore. So yeah, in my teen years I'm still a teen, but I'm talking about like 13 and everything. I was very, 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 very insecure, and I did nothing. I prevented myself from going anywhere. So this time around, I just want to let myself have fun, basically, and not prevent myself from doing stuff just because of some dumb thing like crop tops. I've never like worn a crop top out in public because it's like I don't see plus size people that look like me wearing them. When I do see like plus size models wearing them, I think to myself like that still could never be me because they're like way too pretty, and maybe they don't like have noticeable stretch marks and etc, you know. So yeah, I just want to wear what I want to wear, just be confident, you know, at the end of the day. With my parents, that's like a big thing too. I have like what it was called, like a parental feeling towards them. Like I want to protect them. I want them to like have the best life. Okay, here's another one. 418. The title is Health Stressing. Took Rory, my cat that I love very much, to the vet today. I've been so anxious since I made the appointment. I don't want anything to go wrong or to get bad news. That kid is my platonic soulmate. I can't live without him. To try and feel better, I distracted myself, went for a walk, showered, and about to eat a good breakfast while watching my faves. I'm also anxious about myself. I hate the doctors. It's always bad news. I feel like I can't catch a break. So, as I said, before even getting my rash, I was very anxious. And I was just very anxious about my cat. Like, I had gotten him New Year's. And I kept on thinking everything, like, was bad. Like, if I would, like, search up everything. That's the worst part. I Googled everything. Obviously Google's gonna tell you the worst possible outcome, so I would stress about that, and then I would go to the doctors and they would tell me like he's fine, but then I would be like, oh, what if they didn't catch this? What if it's like blah blah blah? Like, I don't know, I just stress so much for no reason. But hey, now I'm here and I'm like not really stressing, to be honest. And at the doctors, I do hate the doctors because since I was little, obviously they would be like, you have to lose weight, blah blah blah, because I've been overweight basically my whole, I feel like food's always just been like a comfort thing to me. Like whenever I'm sad, I just eat some food and I feel a bit better. So yeah, and I just obviously hated being told that, because the doctors would also say it in such a harsh way. I feel like also as a kid, a doctor shouldn't be telling a little kid to lose weight. I think there's better ways to say that, because I was also not like overweight, you know, like a bit overweight, and the doctors telling me that did not help at all. If anything, made it worse. 5/19/2022. I feel like these bad things won't stop. First it was worrying about Rory, then my belly button, and now my skin. Oh, so how it started off was I got like a rash around my belly button, and I thought it was a bruise at first, and I guess it wasn't. And then my skin, it doesn't stop, and I want it to. I want to be happy. Things are finally starting to turn around and I want to enjoy them. I hate Google and I hate my brain for always thinking of the worst outcome. At least I acknowledged it, but I still did it anyways, and I kept overthinking. So like it sucked because around this time everything felt like the same. You know that episode with Squidward and he's just doing the same thing every day, and at first it seems like fun, but then it gets like very boring. That was my life. And then I started to just watch the triplets more, and that's when everything started to like get better. And then this happened. I was never gonna be content, but here I am. Oh, okay, this is the day after I met the Sernilo triplet. It all feels so surreal, meeting the people who were able to show me I have a purpose, I matter, and most importantly, that I am loved. Just being in that room, I felt clarity. It all makes sense now. I felt so appreciated, and I know that what I'm doing is leading me to where I need to be. That headspace is where I need to be. I love them so dearly. I miss them so much, but I know I will see them soon. Their hugs were so needed, so special, so warm. The little details, Nick running to hug me, Chris's open arms, Matt's energy, the simple convos and laughs. I was seen as a friend, not a fan, and I was so nervous, so shy, but their energy helped me keep my cool. I felt appreciated for me. I love journaling. It's one of my favorite things. I think it's good just to jot down your thoughts, especially when you feel like you have no one to talk to. I think it's good just not in a delusional way to talk to yourself. I don't have a lot of friends. I want to be honest. I don't have a lot of IRL friends, so there's not like I don't have like a best friend I could go to and talk about all my problems. And if I did, I'd probably bottle them up because that's what I do. I feel like a burden. So instead I just journal down, and I think it's very important because even at the time I remember like journaling and then looking back literally 5 seconds later after I finished and being like, oh, I think I was overthinking a bit. This seems a bit dramatic. And it kind of just, I guess, gives you reassurance. It also just helps you like let it out, you know? Even the good things, you know, it's good just to be positive sometimes. Well, it's good to be positive all the time, but obviously if you're sad, you need those times when those good moments, you appreciate them. And you write them down, you can go back, and it's just nice. It's like me writing, I didn't even remember that I journaled after meeting the triplets. Now just remembering how I felt, it's very like warming, you know? Like I want to cry. Obviously the main things that I do are journal, but I used to go on walks just around my street, but that is where it became very like a routine, so it didn't feel nice anymore. But now I go to walks to Dunkin', and I try not to go every day because one, my caffeine addiction, and two, I don't want to make it a routine to where I'm excited and then I go too much, I get used to it, I don't get excited anymore. Because I feel like I think I'm addicted to like dopamine hits, like needing those like things to be excited for. So I have this app Notion. I always talk about Notion. I feel like I have like my morning and night routine and then like a self-care routine. This is obviously what I strive for. I don't do this every day. Actually, this is like a self-care kind of morning. So I think it's good to just do your hygiene, take that nice shower, you know, like put on your favorite music, be in there for a while, you know, just enjoy it. Brush your teeth, you know, do all your dental stuff, face routine, and put on that like a face mask. I think face masks are just like nice because they're fun. It's always nice to just stretch, especially just if you've been sitting a lot. Moving your body, even if that's that stretch, even if it's a walk, some yoga, a workout, you know. I also just think being productive. I love being productive, especially on self-care days. I feel like I can't just sleeping until later and all that because it kind of is opposite for me. I feel very unproductive, obviously, so I need to be productive. Yeah, it just makes me feel better about myself that I'm doing something. But if you're that type of person that like doesn't give yourself a break, make some time to give yourself a break. If it's once a month, every like week, whatever, you know, make sure to separate some time for yourself and for your mental well-being and physical well-being. Just make sure you fuel your body with like nutritious stuff in the morning. You just woke up. I think people that get their, okay, this might be like hypocritical because I get like coffee, but people that start off their like day with like energy drinks, you're wild. Okay, even if you do that, like make sure you throw in some fruit, some protein, you know, whatever, just something that can give you some more energy other than that energy drink. It's good to like take some vitamins. So if you have meds, take your meds, obviously. I try to take meds, not meds. Oh, hold up. I haven't taken meds in such a long time. I had meds for ADHD, but those turned me into a zombie, so I stopped when I was little. But I try to take like vitamin D because since I'm home a lot, I'm not gonna be out in the sun too much, so I need that extra little boost. Like, do the simple things. Make your bed. Like I said, I like to feel productive, so even making my bed, I feel very productive. Plan your day, your goals, journal, read. All that is like very good. Night routine. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a night routine. This is obviously what I strive for. So night walks, watching the sunset. I actually one time came out and ate my dinner outside and watched the sunset, and that was one of the best things I've ever done. I want to do that more. Simple things, read, journal, plan, shower, brush my teeth, skincare, meds. Affirmations. I think it's nice to just start off the day even with some like happy music. But affirmations are so good because it makes you feel good about yourself. You're saying some nice things. Just all around like positive vibes. And then make sure you get like 8 hours of sleep. I know it can sound corny, but it's very important. I love my sleep. I try to get at least 8 hours of sleep, but you know, sometimes it could be a little less, sometimes it could be a little bit more. Pinterest is gonna be your best friend, I think, because even just being on Pinterest feels so good. Just like romanticize your life. That's a big thing. Romanticize your life, even the smallest things. Like me watching like that sunset with my food. That was me romanticizing my life, and I loved that. Your goals, some things just like you strive for, just yeah. I love Pinterest so much. Oh my god. So I want to elevate my fashion, so I'm obviously gonna look to see what kind of styles I'm aiming for, blah blah blah, some pieces I want. This is what we got going. Some tattoos that I like slash want. Or some Instagram inspo, because I'm trying to be on like my content grind, whether that's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So yeah. Oh, and of course I have a self-care. Oh my god, there's a cute cat. It's a little tuxedo cat. Oh my god. Can you guys see it? Oh my god, he's so cute. Ah! I went into my house. I think I'm gonna cut it there. I'm gonna try to see if I could like be friends with the cat. I love cats so much, oh my god. But yeah, guys, take care of your guys' self. Romanticize your life. I know that's easier said than done. Trust, I know. But if you guys do ever need like someone to talk to, hit my DMs. Yeah, even if I don't respond, like I said, it's kind of like a journal. It feels good just to let it out. And just look at positive stuff. I think the more negative content you're seeing, the more negative thoughts you'll have. So I'm gonna choose a random little saying I have here. I just scrolled. Okay. Your life isn't yours if you always care what others think. That's the little motto of the day. I'm gonna end it off here. I love you guys so much. Truly, like, this community that I'm building, I just love it. You're important. You matter. And you're loved. Remember that. Bye, guys.